No, I'm not doing it again. I literally thought I was streaming for a minute ago, and it turns out I was not streaming at all. Or I'm sorry, just recording. What am I saying streaming for? Listen, okay. I did literally was gonna do this whole I'm recording. But I got I'm not recording. Fuck. So I'm not doing that again, even though I just did. Calm down. Hey, guess what? If you guys liked this video, or you liked the previous video, right? The what's wrong with Reddit, which I have to admit was one of my most favorite videos I've done. Shout out to my abilities. That's oh god, it's god I'm awesome. But never mind my massive ego. No, I made a thumbnail. Right, it's me doing this, and but I could only, so you only really see the hands going like this, and then it's the Reddit, and then the thingy. But for some stupid reason, why is this hard? Why is it hard to make a thumbnail? It's bullshit. Okay, so I had Adobe Express, and I was able to kind of figure out how things work on there. Right, like putting, removing the backgrounds of pictures of me, and then what? Then I had decided, I was like, okay, cool. Well, I was gonna put this white line around everything. That way, it kind of looks a little nicer, right? And then I couldn't figure out how to resize the thing to fit into a YouTube thumbnail. So apparently, we all have. I can't do that, not without participating in Adobe Flash's or Adobe Express's fucking stupid thingamabobber. You want to pay this much, you want to pay for, you want to do a free trial and learn how to resize your shit. No, motherfucker. I just need to push it into a thumbnail. Okay, it's all I want to do, but apparently I'm not allowed. Okay, I don't know why. I blame society. Even though it's probably not society's fault. Probably whoever the fuck did the Adobe Flash shit. And then I went to another one, which was Vista, and they do the same thing. And I tried resizing that, and then it didn't work there. So I just decided, I was like, fuck it, I'll upload it. I'm sorry it's shitty, it is. It's absolutely garbage. But don't worry. Don't worry, guys. At least I know how to at least make the thumbnail itself. I just gotta learn how to resize the bitch now. So we'll figure how that works. We never have enough time together, and I miss our time, And that is a great segue into today's video. Not really, no. It's more stupid drama bullshit on Reddit. Who doesn't love it? Also, you're probably asking, Mask, you moron. Why don't you just, go out of your way to make a fucking... watch a YouTube video to it. I did, and the one guy that was popular enough, he did it on an iPhone, and apparently the iPhone is has a built-in fucking background removal, but so does Android. At least this one does. At least with apparently the AI thing apparently allows me to remove the backgrounds of my pictures, but it couldn't do it because the picture was too big. Oh, we can't do it that size. Oh no, screw you. Okay, first off, eat me. Alright. I don't have a backdrop. That's why you guys see everything there behind me. You see my cute anime girls. You see my Deadpool. Alright. And then I'm pretty sure a couple of you will realize the Sonic shit. There's more shit over there and over here and actually behind there. Because I'm a massive nerd. And you're like, Mask, if you're a massive nerd, why do you do Reddit stories? I don't know. Well, because I'm a big fan of the Reddit podcasts out there, like Too Hot Cake. Did I say Too Hot Cakes? That is unfortunate naming. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, God, what have I done? It is Too Hot Cakes, but never mind. Like Too Hot Takes and Smosh, those are really the only two I really watch because they have the style set up of just sitting there and talking to people. That's why I wanted to have my friends, and now I'm just rambling when I should be reading you guys stories. Like, it's your bedtime, okay? And now sit down and let Papa Mask soothe you with some great stories. More drama bullshit, which makes us all ask, why do you... okay, maybe this is just a question for me. Why do you guys think putting personal lives on Reddit for internet strangers, I know there's fake stories out there, guys, but I'm absolutely certain, 100% without a doubt, there are real ones out there. And, some I can see, like, there's this one that I follow about a young girl who and her brother as they're taking care of their siblings after their mom left. And even if it isn't real, it's still like what they said about why they posted. It's like their own journal in a way. It's a way to get some feedback and maybe some positive reinforcement in your life that you don't. But like, I guess I never understood, like, for me, when I post on Reddit, and I'm not telling anybody, don't ask, alright, listen, that's my personal account, we do what we gotta do, okay? Don't mind the obviously mechanic, or whatever Magad thing place, right? On my t-shirt, I have it halfway covered up because I don't know of copyright, and I've never worked there in my life, so don't bother looking for me in places you don't think I am. That made no sense. Anyhow, guys. But that's just a question. That's just a question. I mean, come on. Come on! In what world would I ever want internet strangers to know that I boned my wife's sister, and I'm now wondering if I'm the asshole in it? Where's the common sense in the word? Okay? Where's the common sense? So, we're going to do this. We're going to go through, and this video is probably going to be a little bit long, because I've got 3 stories today, 2 of which are best of Redditor updates, so we're probably going to be sitting here for a while. Now, I read the first one in this, and it's not as, interesting as most stories out there, but I thought it was pretty good, okay? So, this is from Best of Redditor Updates. And it says, my girlfriend just gave birth to our first child, and I'm not the biological father. And I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. See, this is what I mean. If this story is real, why would you post this? In what world do you think in your mind, yes, my girlfriend cheated on me, got pregnant, I was with her for 9 months. And then I let her know as soon as I gave birth, I give birth, like, I give birth to Felt, okay? Kermit, Elmo, I'm their daddy, okay? I'm the Elmo daddy. That's so fucking dumb. But I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. Why? Why did you stay? Okay? Okay. So, let's go here. So, right, I'm not the OOP. OOP is user dash throwaway 37 blah, 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 blah. I'll post the link in the description so you guys could read it for yourself. So, my god, what the fuck is this? Like, credits? First, this is telling, because this has probably had a lot of Best of Redditor update posts. Yeah, this is it. My girlfriend just gave birth to our first child. I know I'm not the biological father, and I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. Then why did you call it our child? Why did you call it our child? That's weird wording. That's very weird. Anywho, I'll try to keep this short because I'm planning to go to a bar soon. I found out when she was about 6 months along. The guy approached me at my work. Are you Sarah's boyfriend? I said, yeah. And I asked what he wanted. He said he was sorry that he had slept with her and swore he didn't know that she was with someone. I don't believe that. That's what it says here in parentheses. I mean, I don't believe that. I mean, listen, I can promise you as a normal straight guy, most of the time, if you are intoxicated or you are really, really horny, most of the time you're probably not thinking about like if a girl's accepting your advances and you're like, yes. You're like, yes, you're kind of thinking anything else is just kind of in the backseat, even if you know about it. Doesn't make it right. All right, I want to point that out. It does not make it right. It's just something that happens. I'm not saying all guys do it. I'm just saying a lot of the ones I know. So nobody take it with a grain of salt, and nobody like go after your significant others and be like, "Oh my God, are you cheating on me?" And him being like, "Yes, Brenda. Yes, Brenda. Like, obviously I'm cheating on you. Your sister is way better in bed." But let's continue on here. He then pulled out his phone to show the text between them. They had been sleeping together or linking up for at least a year. Then she found out she was pregnant, and they came to an agreement to just pretend the baby was mine, and in return, she wouldn't lose her perfect life, and he wouldn't be responsible for a baby. I knew it was weird. We had been having problems trying for a baby, and all of a sudden, she got pregnant so easily. But he explained that he'd been thinking about it, and he recently became a Christian. He said that he couldn't live his life knowing that I was living a lie while his child didn't know their real father. So yeah, I told him I'd keep in touch and to not say that he said anything. I've had a lot of time to think, but I ultimately decided to wait until she gave birth to hurt her in her most vulnerable moment. Oh my fucking God, I hate these kinds of... Let me explain that there's a lot in life that I see. I understand. I get it. Okay? You're hurt. You have absolutely every right to be. But my guy, you waited 3 extra months of dealing with her cravings, of dealing with this and that. And this is just me, right? Because if I did this, if I personally decide to go off with this revenge plot, I'm not helping her as much as anybody thinks I am. Which means I'm also hurting the baby, okay? Whatever nutrients she needs, oh, she can do it herself. Oh my God, it's a heavy object, sucks to be you. All right, yeah. Oh, what, miscarriage? Oh, well, I knew the whole time. Jesus fucking Christ. No, before anyone gets mad at me, I'm not saying he's in the wrong here. I'm just saying it's stupid that he's a moron, a dumbass, and if I could say it on the internet, the R word. But I get it. I'll spare the details, but she went into labor, baby was born, and was taken in ICU to be monitored for a bit. What should have been a beautiful moment of me holding my baby was the most heartbreaking time of my life. Just knowing he was not mine hurt me. Once she was sewn up and comfortable, I started packing up my stuff to leave. She asked where I was going, and I just told her. I said, I know I'm not baby's name's father. We'll just call him Tim. Tim's father. You can act shocked. But I know. Just ask Brian to come. I'm positive he'll sign the birth certificate. Then I left. She's been calling my phone over and over, even sending texts as I typed this, and has even gotten her sister to call me a few times. It was hard pretending these last few months, but I think I'm satisfied. I feel really, really heartbroken, though, and I was planning to propose to her on the day our baby was born. I was going to make her the happiest woman ever. Oh well, I'm going to get shit-faced now, and small update, head hurts, but I'm at home. Or, hang on, let me get my best drunk voice on. I'm eating felt. Or whatever the fuck this is. Head hurts, but I'm home. It's safe. I wasn't really expecting this to gain as much traction as it did, but I'll clear up a few things. Brian's is going to be in this baby's life if it's his. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sure the kid is mine. Isn't mine, okay? Isn't. Calm down. Shh, calm yourself. Okay, calm down. I'll go get tested, but me and Brian have been in contact since last night, and this isn't a doubt in my mind. For those of you calling me a psychopath, whatever, I don't really care. You'll all forget about this post in a day anyway. Well, I'll have to live with this shit for the rest of my life. What I did wasn't amazing, but I don't care. All I ever did was treat her amazing. This is how she pays me back? Me? Seeing your throwaway account? How dare you? How fucking dare you? If you think this is fake, go read something else. Doesn't matter to me. Alright, we got some comments. or the relevant comments they posted. How did she react when OOP left and told her he knew? Her eyes got really wide and she started to say, wait. But I was already closing the door when she started talking more. In the text and voicemail she's left me, she explains that Brian is lying. If Brian is lying, and okay, so the way this story sounds, he didn't know Brian. Nobody knew Brian. Unless, am I missing something? Was Brian a family friend? Okay, this guy, no, he's not. He's a nobody. He's a stranger. The guy, Brian, approached me at my work. Are you Sarah's boyfriend? There you go. So, no. In the text and voicemail, Brian's lying. If I will pick up the phone, she'll explain. I mean, I have a copy of their text messages and a sex tape as further proof. Ugh! Why? You're not on the birth certificate. Now, I don't know if there's any specific laws to this. But I'm pretty sure, like, there's nothing you can really do if the father has not signed the birth certificate. But I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. What do I look like? A doctor? I wear a mask, for Christ's sake. Calm down. So I'm very tempted to send them to her, but I really don't want to give her any attention right now. When asked who else was in the room and is this fake, nurses were in the room. I didn't give a shit if they heard. This was after they took the baby to the ICU, and the only reason he even went was because my ex had a pretty bad fever before she gave birth, so they wanted to monitor him to make sure he didn't also develop a fever. Sorry, glasses fogged up. Obviously, if she had complications, I wouldn't have done it right then, but she didn't. Baby is fine, she's fine, so I did break the news and left. I don't understand why people who say shit is fake stick around to read and comment. Move on with your life. I mean, because I'm not going to lie to you, you sound pretty stupid for sticking around for 3 more months, having to deal with it. You probably, dude, okay, what she did was wrong. She's in the wrong. If he's got the evidence and the sex tape, right? Don't know why you want to keep that shit on your phone. That's fucking disgusting. Unless you want to take a midnight jerk session. I don't know. Maybe this dude's got weird kinks. But if in any way he is not in the wrong. He is only in the wrong of being a dumbass. Of being a moron. A fucking idiot. And there is my opinion on this man so far. We still got more to go through, but that's right now my current opinion of this man. Hi everyone, update. So actually this is 3 weeks after original post, posted on December 27, 2022. Hi everyone, I was just wanted to start by saying I would have updated sooner, but it takes a bit to get test results back. I've also been working on myself in the time being, thanks. I'll cut to the chase. I'm not the father, but I already knew that deep down. Brian and the baby are a match, so that pretty much answers that question. He's excited. He's very excited to be that, even despite the circumstances. We've kept in touch this whole time. Why? And he's a really great guy. He's actually a really great guy. He goes to church now, volunteers, etc., etc. I mean, yeah, okay. Hey, I watch My Name is Earl, okay? And I love Darnell. So, but I don't know, personally me, right? Unless I really didn't care about the girl that much, I don't see myself getting to be friends with the guy that my ex cheated on me with, especially the one that I thought was going to have my baby. This guy's not helping his case in the moron category, guys. He's not! What do you want from me? You want me to stick up? You're a man, be a bro code. No, fuck you, you're an idiot. You're a moron. You're not the asshole, but you are dumb. You are dumb as a bag of fucking rocks. I'm not sure if we'll continue to stay in touch after this, but I wouldn't mind getting a drink with him every once in a while. I hope this kid does great in life. He should with Brian instead. As for Sarah, around the time, I hope these are fake names. As for Sarah, around the time I posted, she had asked Brian to be with her officially since there was nothing to hide. As far as I know, he's not taking her up on that offer and just wants to co-parent for the sake of being in his kid's life. I think that's very smart of him. Yeah, you. I mean, I don't necessarily believe this always to be true, but I mean, most of the time, how you get them is how you lose them. So, there you go. Brian's the only, like, sensible one in this story. I'm sorry. Like, I know that seems harsh because this dude got cheated on and thought this baby was his, and for 6 months he's been treating his girlfriend like the greatest woman or like a father like I don't know. But Brian's the only one that's sensible in this story. And this man is just a dipshit. Okay, me and her have talked as well. We talked about where it all went wrong. She felt as though I wasn't there for her fully and just felt unfulfilled, which I understand. I wasn't always the best guy, but I treated her the best I could. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. She started crying. I did give her a hug. No, you don't. God damn it. But I made sure she knew it wasn't because I cared about her. She offered to stay friends and for me to visit if I wasn't, but I declined. I'm not really interested in keeping up with her and her kid, but I did give her the stuffed animal I was planning to give to our kid someday as a gift. She's been staying with her mom and has fully moved out her stuff. She asked me to keep her number, but I blocked her the same day she finished moving out. Smart, sensible. Just cut Brian out of your life too, man, and everything will be fine. So it's just me now. I'm not gonna lie. My heart has been super heavy, but I think it'll be okay. There's a cute girl at my work, and we've been talking. She's a single mom and has been awesome so far. I explained that I wanted to go slow because of my recent breakup. She understands. We've hooked up once or twice, but nothing serious yet. I just want to be by myself for now, but I'll likely give her a shot when I'm ready. That's it for now. I'm depressed, but I'm working on out now at least. I never want to talk to Sarah and will likely never see her again. It sucks because she was such a big part of my life. But that's now. Thanks for all the support. I'll answer questions if you guys have more. Just wanted to mention, I still don't feel bad about what I did. I can tell she's still hurting, but I definitely think it's deserved still. Alright, actually, this is a year later. Jesus Christ. Actually, this is almost a year later, it looks like. It looks to be about 9 months? So, just thoughts on this update. I still think he's a moron. Buddy, I get it. Brian really pulled through for you. And that's great. Brian, don't get me wrong, Brian's an asshole. But I was really about to call Brian the hero of the story. I think he's the one who sucks the least for me in this story. And it's not even... I'm not mad about what this guy did in the delivery room. Do I think it was deserved on her part? I mean, she did this to him. But I mean, at the same point in time, I can't get over the fact that she was 6 months pregnant when he found out and still decided to stay 3 months afterwards. I'm shaking the camera around, I'm sorry. I can't, guys. Like, that's so dumb. Why you stupid? Why you so dumb? Come on. So new update, right? I'm the guy who waited until his partner gave birth before telling her I knew the baby wasn't mine. Here's how my life is going. God, I don't give a fuck. I guess I do. I read these for internet's approval, right? I guess I do. I keep getting DMs asking me to update, so here's one. Been roughly 8 months. Check profile for original story. No, I don't talk to Sarah. Screw Sarah. I haven't seen her. Last I heard, she moved her to 3 hours away with her mom to be closer to some family. I keep seeing her around town a lot, so I'm beyond grateful she's gone. She would attempt to have conversations with me sometimes in the first month after she gave birth, but that soon stopped. As for Brian, we text occasionally. Why? When we did go out for that beer, he overall seems to be happy to be a father, but we don't talk about Sarah. I know! There's a reason why! 'Cause he fucked her while you were together! You dumbass! Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I know I've been cheated on before, and that shit hurt like a motherfucker, and I would never want to be friends with the person that my partner cheated on me with. Because guess what? I'm not having my partner in my life anymore, and that is a connection to the partner that betrayed me, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not. Like, it don't just don't make sense, guys. It never makes sense to me. But here we go. God damn it! No, don't you dare fall. Okay, okay. I don't keep up much with them anyways. We're both hardworking men with jobs, kids, and lives to live on, so it's kind of hard to keep up. I don't think they're together at all, but who knows? Speaking of kids, the woman who was a single mom that I started seeing, we're still together. Her kid is awesome, and I love being her stepdad, to be honest. So big middle finger to me to those who told me to stop talking to her, that it wasn't going to work. It may seem like we move fast, but at this point I don't care. I've never loved anyone more. We communicate properly, hardly fight, just so much fun. Good on you. Good on you. I'm glad you're going through. Stop talking to Brian. Stop talking to Brian. I was initially going to cut all contact with her after falling off into a bad drinking habit, but she really kept me grounded. I didn't meet my stepdaughter for a while, and when I did, I knew I couldn't leave. Being a part of this little family has healed me in ways I literally can't fathom. And before anyone says I just use them to deal with the trauma of not having my own kid, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm in therapy, I got my shit together, and most days I don't even think about my ex. Hell, I even forgot about this damn account. Words cannot describe how much my life has picked up. Thank you, Reddit strangers, for being there in the darkest time of my life. Honestly, it helped. Honestly, it helped. Hoping to propose to my girlfriend sometime in the future. That's it, bye. This is a blah blah blah. Remember Rule 7. Like, I even if this story's not real, I just think this man is a moron. Like, don't get me wrong. Am I saying that he's the worst person in the world? No. No, I don't think he's the worst person in the world. But I also think what he did was completely and utterly dumb. Like, who in their right mind does this? Who does it? Like, come on, guys. Like, come on. Think about it. Oh, fuck. Alright, I think that's good. Who? Why? When? Where? How? Like, what? What do we do? What are we doing? What are we doing? That comments are literally just people saying that the story's fake. But I don't know. Man's a moron. Girlfriend's a douchebag, and Brian is the one I hate the least. But he still sucks. The only person that's coming out a winner in this, the only person that's coming out like the hero of this story is the baby. Sorry, it's the baby. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know, this woman that OP's seeing is not, like, I hope she can, like, I hope, and I bet she can handle herself. Maybe she could smack the fuck out of him when he's being stupid. So, let's figure this part out, right? Sorry, just testing to see if I can stand still long enough with my foot against the goddamn desk. No, I can't. Sorry. So let's do this. Okay? Hang on. Hang on. Alright. So let's do it this way. Okay. So let's do this next one. This is from the Two Hot Takes subreddit. Shout out to Morgan and all of them. This is... am I the asshole for having consensual sex during a party and upsetting the host? Yes! Dude, if you fucked in my house, I'm beating your ass. In what world do you think you can fucking do the diddly in my house? Fuck you. Okay, I, 22 female, was part of a group birthday party. Since our birthdays are all in the summer month, with 5 other people around the same age, the host Jake and his girlfriend Rachel have been my close friends for 8 years. The others who were a couple who I've known a little over a year, and Nina, who only kind of knew Jake from work, and hadn't met the rest of us before. Nina was a little quiet at first, but after we all took a shot, she warmed up and started chatting. God damn it! Why does the breath go up? Why does the breath go up and just fog the glasses? That's not fair. So we all took a shot. She started warming up and started chatting with everyone. We played a drinking game where you either do what's on the card or take a drink. Some of the cards were pretty risque, so we made sure that everybody knew that you were always allowed to turn people down, and we don't do anything without enthusiastic consent. Are friends just fucking each other now? Is that what it is? Like, you can say what it is, honey. It's not that big a damn deal. You know, like, yeah, no, I'm a group of friends, but we all kind of fuck each other, so. So we don't do anything without enthusiastic consent. Second round, and I got a card that said kiss someone's chest and leave a lipstick mark. Since the other 2 women were dating people in the room, I turned to Nina and asked if she was okay with it. She said she wasn't wearing a bra, but that she wanted to, so I kissed her bare chest while the guys had stepped into the bathroom. Is there a reason that you need to describe what is basically softcore porn? Not that I have an issue with it. I'm just curious. I'm like, when you tell a story, do you want to not leave the details? It was this moment you kissed her chest and were like, me, under the sheets, now! Hang on, now! I had to move my hand into frame of the camera. A few rounds later, I got a card where you pass an ice cube back and forth, mouth to mouth, with someone until it melts. I turned to Nina again. She immediately said yes and straddled me. Oh my god! And we basically made out in front of everyone for a couple of minutes. It's softcore porn! It's porn! It's awesome! Don't get me wrong, it's awesome. But at the same point in time, you're just basically describing porn. Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. All right, I would never leave you. I will want you to join in, because we're all a group of friends who we need to fuck each other. Just like this group is what this is. Okay, there were other flirty cards that people did in the same vein, but I'm mainly asking about me and Nina. Later, we all went down to the hot tub, but Nina was very drunk at that point, so Rachel helped her change. I stayed close to keep her safe in the water, and while doing so, she kept grabbing onto me and asking to make out again. I told her no, since she was clearly not sober enough to consent. Back upstairs, we paused the drinking and gave Nina more food and water. After a while, she sobered and started engaging clearly and conversationally, and we resumed the game. How fucking long is this game? Why? This time we lessened the drinking, and Jake moved himself between me and Nina while everyone else stayed in their original spots. Oh, that seems a little weird. Isn't Jake in a relationship with Rachel? Which seemed deliberate, since the game often involves doing things with the person next to you. Even so, I got a card that said lick someone's head to toe, and I asked Nina if she would want to. She jumped onto my lap and said yes without hesitation. Jesus fucking Christ, it's porn! That's what this is! Guys, it's porn! Is this what you're here to see? Hang on. I do need this to be a little bit more in the center. I'm sorry. It's porn! That's what it is, it's porn! Give me... That's fucking hysterical. Oh my god, why? Okay, for the rest of the game, she sat on She sat on me, and we lightly made out between turns. No one objected. You really needed to describe all this, didn't you? That's what you wanted. You wanted to describe this. And I don't know why. It's weird. Maybe that's just me. It's just me. Alright, I'm the weird one. Apparently I'm a prude. And eventually the couple left. And it was just me, Jake, Rachel, and Nina. Nina wanted to crash there since it was closer to her work. And I didn't feel like driving home. Let's be honest with ourselves here. She stayed because she wanted to fuck Nina. Let's be honest here. I think they all want to fuck Nina. Jake and Rachel offered her their bed, but I asked if she'd rather stay on the couch with me, since she was kind of giving me the look. You know, the look. Hey. How you doing? Ever touched felt before? I asked if she'd rather stay on the couch with me, blah, blah, blah. She said she would just stay on the couch with me. Then as soon as we were alone, she started kissing and touching me, and we ended up having sex. We were both tipsy, but clearly sober and coherent. And I checked in with her multiple times throughout. She was enthusiastic. She started things herself, and we also talked a lot. She said she thought I was very hot and wanted to sleep with me as soon as she saw me, which made me very happy. A couple hours into it, I saw a message from Jake saying, "Stop hooking up," which made me realize I probably crossed the line by doing that in their apartment. No fucking shit! You fucking my house, dude. And you don't dry clean my couch? Or you don't clean my couch, and I mean full on, I want to make sure it smells new. Because if there's any point where I'm thinking, damn, what the fuck is that smell? It smells like regret and shame. I am kicking your ass, man or woman. I'm sorry. Okay. Which made me realize it probably crossed the line. No fucking shit. By doing that in their apartment, I told Nina we should stop for the night, even when she said she really wanted to keep going, I said no. The next morning, Nina was in a good mood, affectionate, and said she really enjoyed everything. I apologized to Jake and Rachel later and said I understood. I shouldn't have had sex in someone else's house. No fucking shit! Unless I got their permission and offered to make it up to them. Who the fuck's getting permission to fucking in somebody else's house? Roommates, you know what? You both share the place. Okay? You both have that right. A guest? I'm beating the fuck out of you. I'm beating your ass. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ. Reminds me of another story where, like, someone was like, no having sex, and they writ it on a piece of toilet paper. And I think it was the Two Hot Takes channel. One of the few times where I disagree with Morgan's opinions and Morgan and Justin's opinions on things. But I was like, dude, if you fucked in my house and you didn't clean, like, don't get me wrong, you fucking in my house is bad enough, but you didn't clean? Oh, I'm coming over, and I'm bringing whatever you fucked on with me, and your ass can have it, and I'm shoving it through your window. I got their roommates and offered to make it up to them. They asked me to buy them Dutch Bros. I then thought we were good after that, but later that day, Rachel messaged me, what the fuck is a Dutch Bro? Hang on. Dutch Bros. Oh god, my phone immediately went, what the hell is Dutch Bros coffee? Is it coffee? Okay, apparently it's coffee. Okay. Apparently it's some very good coffee if that's what it takes for your friends to forgive you for fucking on their couch. Sorry, the camera's shaking. It's just, the more I talk about it, the more stupid this seems, dude. Okay. But later that day, Rachel messaged me and said she felt disappointed. She said that they had tried to slow the drinking down and get Nina to sleep in their room to look out for her. And it felt like I ignored that. She said she was sad, that the situation made it harder for her to connect with Nina and felt like a boundary was crossed under their roof. I responded and explained that everything that happened was completely consensual. Nina was sober and fully aware by the time anything sexual happened. And I stopped multiple times to check in. I acknowledged I should have asked before hooking up in their place, and I was sorry for making them uncomfortable. Motherfucker! It's beyond uncomfortable! It's inappropriate! It's fucking wrong! You come into my house and you fuck on my goddamn furniture, your ass is grass, motherfucker! I'm coming for you! Ah! Jake called me and said we're still friends, but he was disappointed. He said it wasn't just the sex in the apartment. It was that I hooked up with Nina at all. He implied I could have picked someone else because... Okay, that's weird. Okay. That's weird. I could have picked someone else? I thought the only other people in the room with them was Jake and Rachel, and those two were together. And the other ones were another couple, and then Nina, and then OP. Huh. It's a little weird. He implied I could have picked someone else because of my reputation. I joke about being a whore, and I'm pretty open about being sexually active, but haven't slept with anyone we hang out with before. And that sleeping with Nina makes it harder to include her in the group. I told him I didn't just sleep with her for fun, that I actually like her. It would be, oh, you've known her for a day. Shut the fuck up. And would be open to dating if she's interested. I also asked if it would have been fine if I'd just gone to my car and with her instead. And he said yes. But honestly, based on what he said earlier, I'm not sure I believe that. Dude! Ah! After all this, Nina herself heard about Rachel's concerns. She told both Rachel and Jake directly she had a great time and that everything was very much consensual and not to worry about. So Reddit, am I the asshole for hooking up with Nina even though it was consensual and we were both into it? Or was it inappropriate because she was new to the group and didn't want things to go that way? She was new to the group and our host didn't want things to go that way. Okay, first off, Jake and Rachel, what the fuck's up? What's up? Y'all wanted to... You sound like y'all wanted a threesome with Nina. Is that what she was? She was the unicorn, wasn't she? She was the fucking unicorn. But no, OP, you can't fuck her. Never mind. I don't think they give a shit. First off, fuck OP. She fucked in somebody else's house. Okay? She fucked in her friend's house. Okay? If it was a boss who was a dick, I'd be like, high five. High five, my bro. Yeah. Boom. Right there. I high fived myself. I'm allowed to do that. Alright? I'm a man in a mess. Judge me. The most you can judge me for is high fiving myself. But no shit. No fucking way in hell am I ever in my life. Never. Jake and Rachel wanted to fuck Nina. That's what this was. They were like, we're going to bring her in our bed. Jake sat between her and Nina. He was like, oh, we don't want her getting too sexually active. All right, we don't want you to tire her out, okay? We know your reputation. All right? We know it, all right? We know. I guess because they're two females, you know? There you go. But, come on. That's fucking stupid. I can't. That's so stupid. I gotta know. Okay, we'll read the comments and we'll see what happens next. Actually, I'm kind of curious if OP wrote anything, because I read a little bit of these comments, because I did read this story. And I didn't really react too much to it, because I really needed to bring my A game for this. I wouldn't like it if my friends had sex on my couch, but I don't throw parties like this. Who brought the game out? Right. Also, I will give OP this. I was just upset over her fucking on the couch. I didn't even bother to consider this. So maybe my opinion changes on OP. This was a risque game. This was a truth or dare, basically you do, a truth or dare type thing. Except the truth or drink or dare, okay? It was the DD of fucking sexy games, okay? Basically this. So this is a friend group that fucks. I don't care what anyone says. These guys... She says she hasn't. I don't know if I believe OP on hooking up with anybody in the friend group. What kind of okay, you don't hook up with anybody in the friend group? What the fuck you all playing games that makes you fucking kiss somebody's chest to leave a lipstick mark or basically make out with an ice cube? What game? What friend group? I'm asking a question here, OP. What the fuck? I don't think I like any of you. Back to our regular scheduled program. Yes, this whole friend group sounds a little bit sexually active with each other. This is really strange activity for a group of 2 couples and 2 single people. They're not expecting the 2 single people to hit it off. Hence the threesome theories. Yes, I agree. I totally get a threesome vibe. Rachel and Jake wanted Nina in their room, FFS. Fuck for sure. They were pissed they didn't get their threesome. Probably. I'm wondering, if Nina went into Jake and Rachel's room, where were they going to sleep? Or were they planning something and OP prevented that from happening? OP cock blocked them. So, let me make this really clear. On my stance on the story right now. Let's update my feelings here. I don't think OP is the asshole, because what friend group does this? But I will say this, as just a general feeling for somebody who never wants to see this happen in his own household. That if any of my friends come into my house and we play a game, it will not be a sexy game. But if we play a game and any of y'all fuckers sleep on my friend, because I know my friends watch my videos. If any of y'all fuckers, and I know 2 of you who are in active relationships right now, fuck on my couch, I will beat your ass! Enough said. They got a second sexy game going. Nina enjoyed it with you. Jake sat between you and Rachel, was constantly around. And Rachel was constantly around her, but Nina wanted you. Yeah, there was more to this story. I want to hear what Jake and Rachel really expected to happen that night. So, I want to go see if OP said something. Because this is some drama right here. Something ain't right. I don't know. Aggressive fuel. What the fuck? View profile. Oh, wow. Negative 13 comma here. Okay. Okay, never mind. This person does not have a damn thing for this. Anywho, guys. So, here we go. I saved this one. I've not read this, okay? This had 12.7k likes. And I'm going to say a trigger warning here. For this is on Best of Redditor Updates. And how much time are we in here right now, guys? Oh, shit, we're almost at an hour mark. That's alright. We can do it for an extra longer few minutes. I'm going to just say trigger warning, because the title of this sounds weird. And I'm sure the Best of Redditor Updates will tell me. So, I'm just going to say a trigger warning, and then we'll look at the thing, right? But the title has me weirded out. Yep, here we go. Alright, so trigger warning for this story. Teenage pregnancy, manipulation, possible mental health struggles. And this is the title of it. My 15-year-old idiot kid got his girlfriend pregnant on purpose. So, just, if this is not something you guys enjoy, this is not it, I would recommend you skip about maybe 20 minutes into the video, and hopefully at this point in time I'll be done. Throw away for obvious reason. I, 30 female, have a child who is 15 male. We'll call him Ollie, plus other children aged 2, 6, 9, 11. Holy fuck. As you can tell by my own age, I was a teen parent. I was lucky and we married at 18. Still married, healthy relationship. Worked our way out of a very dire situation. Graduated, started a trade, etc. And we are comfortable, stable in all ways. This information is relevant. I hope so. Dear God, I hope so. A lot of people put fucking information that they don't need to put in. Ollie is Ollie has been friends with this girl. We'll call her Bree since he was 7 years old. Their family used to live in the same city as us and went to the same school, same friendship group. We know her parents and our long distance friends ourselves. Not close friends, but say hello when the kids are on video chat. Had drinks together before. Bree's family moved to a very small town 3 states away due to a rental affordability. No secret. We were all talked about the rising costs of everyday life. The cost of living in this city has risen, forcing many locals out. They moved because of that and for better job opportunities 18 months ago. Since then, Ollie has been begging for us to follow, giving us a sales pitch on cheaper housing, better paying jobs, none of which fit either of our professions. The whole thing. We said no because, well, no, but even if we wanted to, our other children are in school, sports, to have friends here, selling and buying another house, finding our work outside of our skill sets, or having to learn any new skills. Any normal adult would understand this. He does not, because he's fucking 15. I don't care what anybody says. You're still 15. He's still going through puberty. He's still dealing with a lot of shit. In his mind, he's still a kid. No fucking way you expect him to understand. Well, fast forward to Christmas. Bree's family came back to our city for the holidays. The kids met up multiple times with each other. It was my understanding they were always with the other kids, but obviously not since Bree's pregnant, and I am certain it was on purpose. Okay, so she doesn't know. He has access to condoms. I don't care for opinions on that. My access was restricted. And I had him. He's had sex acts for me, my husband, school. He knows damn well how babies are made and how not to have one. Now, Ollie now wants me to move to be with her and the baby. It's confirmed. I've talked to her parents. I said no. I don't feel I need a reason. But yes, you're 15. We don't have any proof it's your child yet, and I'm not moving us away for our lives. And you aren't going alone until you're 18. We will do a DNA test. Then we will look at parenting plans and topped it off with a too bad, so sad. You made your bed, now you have to sleep in it. Go mom. Like, no, seriously, go mom. Fucking pop off. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Like, no shit. Okay. He took that back to Bree, and now all communications between me and her parents have been cut. I'm a terrible person. My comments are about the DNA tests are disgusting, and it's fueling my son's hate for me. He'll get the fuck over it. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not blaming mom for this, okay? Yeah, get him a DNA test. It's fucking normal. I actually don't even know if I'm right or not. I'm just really upset and feel like my life I worked really hard for has been destroyed. It was destroyed the moment you had kids. And that's not to say children are bad, but this is just to say that with children, it doesn't matter how stable you get your life to be, it's going to twist and turn no matter fucking what. Edit it for update to answer some questions. She's due September around the 22nd, so no, there's no option for abortion. I don't think that or adoption ever was. Ollie admitted it was on purpose last night. Apparently it was Bree's idea first, as a joke, and that turned into a plan together. Bree's parents will only pass messages through my son, and I have heard this for myself. I stood outside the door and listened to them tell you your mother, insert info below, because I know I will just go off on her about that bullshit still. They're talking shit about me with my kid. They are appalled I would think that way of Bree when I have known her for more than half her life and do not wish to talk to me. I will not allow him to move out there alone. There are some past issues, such as Bree breaking up with him twice in the last 18 months because she found someone that she liked more in her new town around August and October last year. Same boy. And when it ended, she came back to Ollie. Bree is a nice girl, but her behavior is toxic and has been since a child. Her mother and stepfather are nice, but the relationship is unstable. The house is chaos. 9 children combined, blended family. What the fuck does blended family mean? Like, multiple fathers? Why does my mind immediately go to racism? I don't know. Sorry, I guess maybe that says something about me. And 2 to 3 teens with serious mental health struggles. He would be leaving stability for chaos and no structure. I want a DNA test. I will not budge on that. I am close to cutting his contact totally at this point because they are only empowering him and reinforcing his behavior towards me and his father. His father is a man of few words, which is unhelpful, so he's backed everything I've said and only really chosen to say you have the intelligence of a pear, which your son does. He's 15, he's a kid, he's a moron. I don't really know how about... I'm with Mom on this. I definitely, if she's been with 2 boys, right, already in the last 18 months, depending on how long ago it was that she was with one boy and then came back to Ollie, she could immediately have fucked one boy and then been like, I'm pregnant, fuck, let me go to Ollie, because I can't ask this one boy I like, apparently, I don't know why, and then fucks Ollie and puts the idea in Ollie's head, because Ollie has been really big on wanting to get back with Bree because he's a teenager, and, you know, teenagers think they're in love all the damn time. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. I promise you. Most of the time it's not, but sometimes it is. Update number 2, May 30th. Things have gone south even further. At this point, husband and I have been blocked on all social media, numbers blocked, but the communication with Ollie has continued. Ollie gave us Bree's parents' email address to send an email to, but before using that, I asked him to video chat Bree with me there, and then I could ask Bree to please get her parents so I could talk to them about this and tell her that if they're going to continue to refuse, then I would be blocking all contact to Ollie and communications until this is resolved. I told Ollie this before the call. At first he flipped about it, but it was this or I cut communications completely. I do think he understood it is not okay that our parents are speaking to me through minors, and he said himself he would like us to talk to each other. Bree joined the call and hung up when she saw I was there too. Ollie called back a few times. She didn't answer. She asked via text why I wanted to talk to her. And Ollie told her that I wanted to speak to her mother, and if we didn't resolve the communication, that all contact would be ended until parents made contact with us, and we make a plan for the next few months, including DNA and then birth arrangements, so that if the child is his, we will travel there for the birth and first few weeks after. He told her that I personally think it probably is his baby, but I want to be sure. I want to make sure everything is done right from the start. Good on ya. Well, Bree blocked him with a reply. He is totally heartbroken, not eating. I'm so sorry, I'm laughing. No fucking shit! Oh my god. What is the drama? Why? More Reddit drama bullshit. That's going to be the name of this title. The title of this video. I already decided it, and I just decided to throw that out there. But it's more Reddit drama bullshit. Well, Bree blocked him with a reply, and he's totally heartbroken. Not eating, sitting in his room all day and night. Not mad at me, surprisingly. Very, very sorry for him, and to us, sad about it. Oh, and I think regretful. He even asked me if there was a way to undo it for himself. I haven't talked about signing over rights, a male abortion, his father called it, because I think he's just upset right now. A mutual friend of Bree and Ollie here in our hometown showed him a few posts she has made in the last 24, things like, it's you and me against the world, baby girl, and the memes about deadbeat dads. She also announced the pregnancy, which she hasn't done yet, and the post has single mother facts and quotes, and Ollie's friend knew about the situation, and a few were under the impression he had dumped her and the baby, going by the post. But when he explained what happened, they all rallied for him in the comments. I said not to, and now she's blocked them, and we can't see what she has posted. This is just a nightmare. I have had a plan personally. This is an issue where it's like, it's the mother of the child's parents and hers way completely. And I don't know if I completely believe that. I don't have kids. I have helped raise nephews and nieces, and I've not been a father myself, and it's just shit like this that worries me half the time. But yeah, I don't think it's completely right for it to always be the mother of the child's plan 100%. Like, a lot of people are like, it's a sit down, shut up situation, and if we want your opinion, you better give it, because if not, then you suck. I've got the tag sticking out of this fucking thing. Which I don't think is okay. Now, am I okay with the idea that if it is Ollie's, that Ollie should sign away his right? That's not my call to make. That's Ollie's and Bree's. Would I personally? I don't know. I've never been in such a situation. I would like to think I wouldn't, because I like to believe I would feel even if I did not feel as emotionally attached, I would still feel a certain amount of responsibility. But I don't even want to waste my time at this point. Ollie gave us Bree's parents' email address to send an email to with said plan. Basically, Bree does DNA blood tests. We will pay the full $1,500 for it, and if it's his baby, we can book flights and plans to be there for the first month. I'll stay too with Ollie, maybe even the whole family, and then we can also work on parenting plans and getting into mediations for a judge to sign off on it. Ollie's father and I split for the first 7 months of his life, so we have done this before and we know the process. See? Basically, but at this point, I think I would just have to leave it before sending an email. Relevant/top comments. Comment. Nobody going to point out that both children are manipulative. Obviously, the girl was on board, and it seems like they both kept it under wraps until it couldn't be aborted. Both children are bad actors here. OOP, this. I think it was planned 100% on both sides, and this was Christmas. She's around 24 weeks, I believe, and way past abortion. They also never told us until 20 weeks. Her family knew but never contacted me. Quite the manipulative teen you got there. But by teen logic, his parent plans make perfect sense. That's what I'm saying! He's a teenager! He wants what he wants, and don't get me wrong, most of the time I wouldn't give a fuck, but this is a baby. This is a baby. Ollie has basically, if this is his child, has basically signed away 18 years of his life to raising this kid, to being there for this kid, supporting this kid. Whatever hobbies that Ollie has are going to come before whatever hobbies this kid has. I don't think Ollie thought, because they don't. Teenagers don't fucking think. They're morons. They are fucking idiots. From any point of view, you can't give in to his plan, though. It would ruin you financially, ruin his relationship with his siblings, and yours with him. I would give him a detailed plan on how you and your partner manage to rise above all the risks of teen pregnancy. Focus on school, plan ahead, make sure the village is on board, and of course, how lucky you both were that it all worked out despite having to sacrifice so much. How does he expect you to support his child without your jobs? But he made the choice to become a parent, so now he will have to do what you did. Focus on school, get stability, make sure to stay in his and her parents' good graces so they can be the village they will desperately need. There is nothing he can do to support his girlfriend physically, and as a jab, he's done enough physical support for a good while to come. That's funny, I'm sorry. He doesn't have a job, no way to provide financially. All he can do is focus on being able to do that as well and as soon as possible. So by the time he's ready to go partying, no he isn't. He's ready to go. So by the time he's ready to go partying, no he isn't. He's going to bed early to get up for his weekend job to save up for his kid. And to add, I just realized that if this becomes a family tradition, you'll be a great grandparents by the time you turn 60. Commenter 3, he's 15. You get to make the decisions, and you are doing the right thing. No way you can move your whole family because of this. The responsible thing to do is a DNA and setting up a parenting plan. He won't like your decisions, but that's too bad. Sometimes being a good parent is making decisions our kids hate us for. This is a result of their bad decision, not yours. This is also true. Reality is about to hit that kid like a fucking train. A 15-year-old does not get to dictate terms on uprooting the whole family and ripping his siblings away from the only lives they knew. A 15-year-old does not tell his family what they'll do. Full stop. Junior here can sit down and reflect on how badly he has fucked his own future. That is the limit of his power right now. He is 15. He will do as he is told. We can see here that he has decision-making skills on the average parakeet. Feel free to tell him that. He does not even know if it's his child. Insist on that. Yes. And here's the thing, and I will say this, is Junior here, Ollie, hopefully by the time this kid is old enough, is older, Ollie will realize that this kid is a blessing, if it is his kid, and that Ollie will support this child to the best of his full abilities, because that's all he can do. That's all he should do. Now, am I saying Ollie's not allowed to have a life? By that I mean, if the life does not get in the way of you raising your child, no. I don't think that Ollie should not have a life. Which means that if he's got neighbors, he can drink with them and whatever the fuck he's got. My dad, I am the result of a teen parent. So yeah. I absolutely understand this. And for me, and this is just me personally, I believe a parent, if you stick around, you must give your child undying love forever. You do not always have to support their decisions, but the love never goes away. Even on the worst thing. You do what is right, the right thing. And the child might hate you for it. But you have a duty to do the right thing and to make the damage and to make sure that your kid can come out hopefully unscathed. And there's a lot of bad things that a person can do. There's a lot of evil things a person can do. And in those cases, I recommend that you do right by your child by getting them the best help they need at that point. Ollie seems to be on that fast track. And I'm not leaving Bree out of this. That's for her parents to decide. But we're talking about OOP's kid. Because it's OOP's problem too. So, I do not... So now, I know no one's saying this, but I do not subscribe to the idea of kicking your child out and telling him he's got to figure out what he's doing because you're not going to help him. Because at this point, that means this baby is fucked. This baby is fucked. Now, I do think there are places for adoption. I know some social services places are not great. But I also do know that if you are smart and you are a responsible person enough, then and you realize you cannot take care of this child, because if you can't, you're just going to make life worse on you. Here's what's going to happen. You can't raise this child. You do not have the ability to do it. You're going to fuck yourself financially, which is going to lead to you having bad thoughts and bad brains of kids. Right? And there's people I know that would say, suck it up. And you know what? You better not do this stuff because you need to take care of this child. And you have no right to get mad and be angry. And while I do agree with the idea of you have no right to get mad and be angry, you brought this kid into this world. I do think that the human mind is a very flawed thing. And you can eat your chemicals or whatever the fuck's in your brain, fucking flips a switch in your head, and you smack that child as hard as you can. Baby stops breathing. And I think that the idea of putting this child up for adoption is a hell of a lot better than the idea that one day that this thing, because here's the thing, there's a chance that you might get a shitty social service or a shitty foster home, or your parents keep you into a guaranteed shitty situation because he's 15. And dumb. We have another update. So we'll finish that real quick. Update, June 3, 2025. 3 days later from update number 2 in the original post. Editor's note, edited out the bottom 2/3 of the updated post as it was a rehash of the original post. Someone suggested I repost. Update again, June 3rd. Ollie's friend was able to see her Instagram through an old account. Different email. I don't use Instagram enough to know what that means, but it means they weren't blocked when they were reactivated. They found the pregnancy announcement post. If they showed it showed a digital copy of the scan Bree sent us as a 16-week scan. Apparently the first scan she had at the OB that is dated 0404 and clearly says GA 19 plus 3 weeks, making August due date, I believe, or very early September. This would not line up with the due date given to us, but does line up with when her parents told me she was pregnant mid-April. They told us we had the pregnancy confirmed and sent a photo of the printed pics. Oh god, this is about to get a hell of a lot worse. Yep, there we go. I actually think it may have been cut off the top. I haven't told Ollie this yet because I want to be sure. I'm very concerned about his mental health at the moment and taking that into consideration, but unless she gave the wrong period dates and the baby mentioned only 16 weeks, then it's not possible for it to be our son's. Also added information, her due date, from what we know, is September 22nd. She was here from December 20th to January 7th and saw Ollie December 21st and 22nd and January 4th and 5th. Never overnight. I asked Ollie when did this happen. He said January 4th was the only time, which makes more sense as they were in public gathering. Otherwise, they were at a mutual friend's birthday party that night but never stayed overnight. I have had 5 kids, and I know the dates are too close to figure it out that way. Ollie said that the joke Bree made was that just to see if it happens. The pregnancy... Yep. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it! Why the fuck we all trying this shit? God damn it. Everybody watched Raising Hope too damn much. The pregnancy, because then it's obviously meant to be, and he would be able to move. To me, it sounded like she had planned a lot longer, but I may be biased here. Is OOP cutting off her OP's communication? Sorry if it sounds childish. I'm only updating because I have no one to ask to reach out. I don't want to reach out to other parents I know or Facebook without knowing it's she my son's child first, and to be honest, I am embarrassed. I threatened to cut off Ollie's contact to Bree only because her parents were encouraging his attitude towards us. Commenter 1. So what you're saying is that the most immature people in this situation are Bree's parents. I expect teenagers to make questionable decisions, although generally not to the extent of get pregnant on purpose so we can force people to move, but the parents are a whole new level of what the fuck. I'm wondering if Bree has somehow maybe manipulated the situation there. I couldn't imagine being like this, and the family I have met before did not appear this irrational in the past. Is her social media public or private? If it's public, then sign out, and then in some social media sites you can see without being a member. Then you track what she posts. Are you even sure she's actually pregnant? Is she showing yet? Has she sent ultrasound photos? She could be lying about being pregnant in the first place. The fact that she blocked your son and friends shows it's probably not his. Hopefully, yeah, see, that's... I will say this. Yes. It does not sound like his. If she blocked him, she blocked the father of her child. For what? It's not like he's disagreeing with her. He just wants the parents to talk to each other. Her parents confirmed she was pregnant. She is not showing... She's not really showing. No, she sent an ultrasound photo, but it's a photo of a photo. I wanted to keep access to her social media to see if she uploaded on that showed more information so I could check dates. Definitely don't budge on the DNA test. Honestly, the parents' reaction to the situation is very odd. If you claim they didn't seem this way in the past, I agree with the sentiment that Bree might be twisting the narrative to her parents, just as she is twisting it online with the whole deadbeat dad posts. I would very much stay firm with the DNA test. This might sound bad, but honestly, I wouldn't trust her based on her current actions. Yeah. Yeah, no, none of that is right. None of this is okay. This is so weird. Why? That's so fucking stupid. The whole thing is stupid. I miss my funny posts. Why do you have to get into this one? Why did you guys do this to me? I blame you guys. But no, if it's not hit, like, she sounds sus. She does. She sounds sus. But, yeah, guys. I wish I could say more, but we're about an hour and 12 minutes into this, and I don't really plan on this being a longer video. But, hey, I plan to stream tomorrow. I think I kind of want to do it around maybe 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's where I'm at. Whichever one I'm in. I'll take a look and I'll post tomorrow. Figure out what I'll do. Been really into Zenless Zone Zero. But I'm kind of figuring out, but also I am trying, guys. I'm trying to put more effort into these videos. More than just saving posts on Reddit and reading them onto this and stuff. And I want to kind of get a webcam going for doing my Xbox playthroughs. Because I do stream on the Xbox. But yeah, I'm trying, guys. I want these videos to be more polished for you guys. But until then, I'll always remain your shitty thumbnail maker / poor to never actually editing masked creator, masked Redditor. And I appreciate all you guys, and I hope all of you have a great day. And don't do stupid things out there, even though I know you will. Bye.